Hi, this is Al Mamun, a top 11 expert, and I'm from Bangladesh. You're watching Mamun Prefer Gaming. Guys, Mamun Prefer Gaming is the only YouTube channel that provides daily basis valid top 11 content speaking in English. So please subscribe my channel if you haven't done yet, because I work hard to make quality content on top 11 only for you. In this video, you are gonna watch 6 steps that you need to follow on the first day, also from the first day to the middle of the season. Number one step, you gotta sign in all your players that actually expired. This will allow you to get all your available player. Even if you sell any of the player, you need to sign them back. Otherwise you cannot sell them. So you'll have to sign all the players in order to get to those player available, because these are handy. You must train players. If you want to train well, you need plenty of these. Many of these players will be very handy whenever you go for training. Remember, you cannot train always using rest. That means your main 11, when you train them always using rest, it takes a lot of rest. So that's the reason why sometimes you can do quick training, like training the bench and reserve players. Now, the more you go up to the team play form, the more it gets difficult without spending rest. If I say honestly, when you reach to 60 or more than 62, 64, it is almost impossible to train without team play form or using rest. Not only the expired player, but also you will have to sign your youth academy player. Remember, if you do not sign these players, 7 days later, these players will leave your club. You have done a hard work, last season in youth academy. You have spent a lot of resources. What happened when you do not claim this player, do not sign this player within these first week, they are gonna leave automatically from your club. They are gonna leave your club, and it's gonna cost you, all these resources you spent. So step 2, look at your all available best players and decide the best possible default formation for this season. Now, you got to have a default formation, set formation, one formation that is gonna be used whenever you are not even present in game. This is the first default formation. You're gonna start match with this. Sometime you can go for other formation, doesn't matter, because one formation will not help you always. Sometime, depending on the situation and opponent, you may change your formation, but you got to have the first set formation that will be always, whenever you are not there in game or you came lately, these formations will help you. These set formation. So now, as you can see, I have set the formation to 4-2-3-1, which is a quite balanced one. This is initial formation. Looking at my players, all players I have available, the best players I put, and I pick this formation as the best formation with my available best players. So it can be different for yourself as well. You may have very big players in other positions as well, so you can go for other balanced formation as well. Let's say 4-3-3 you can go. You can also go for other formation like 3-1-4-1-1 or like 3-1-5-1. Step 3, pick your right sponsorship. Now, you will have to pick your right sponsorship if it is available for both the currency, cash, and also for token. If you do not check at the season start, they may actually cause loss. Like 1 day, 2 days, you haven't actually selected them, you will get less token. Like you will miss the year status one. If you would pick it yesterday, you would get 1 or 2 token more. So same way cash as well. Step number 4, prepare for special sponsor task. Now, you will have to prepare for a special sponsor task as well. For an example, if you don't have a certain players that they are actually referring to train, you can have those player. Same way, if they say, let's say they're saying you will have to train a player to complete a special ability, and not only special ability but also role, then you will have to also prepare for this. If you start training them early, you will be able to train them before the end of the season. Step 4. Apply the trick I mentioned when the event will arrive. I told you about a trick yesterday. Generally, I tell about this trick when it is the end of the season. I mean, the last day of the season. I tell in that day that you need to, actually use this trick. The trick is very simple. You'll have to collect your bigger players from available sources. Let's say special sponsor, loan player, or players like this from these referral tasks, or anywhere. If you buy from transfer market, buy a bit later. When any events arrive after joining the event, you just claim those players or you buy the players. This will allow you to get a lower, or I can say weaker opponent in events, and you will easily win those events. Step 5. Save team play drills and caps for mid and in-season days. If you save your team play form, you can use them at the end. When you are going to face bigger team, when you are going to play knockout stage of tournaments like semi-final, final, quarter-final against big teams, you need a big team play form. So when you have plenty of team play drills, you can easily train your player, and you can easily increase your team play form to 60 to even 80 if you want. I see people even make 78, 76, which is very difficult, but you must need team play form, and also you need to use rest in order to reach 70 up. 70 up is quite difficult. Of course, you need rest, but if you have very, very exceptional team play drills, you can do them easily. Otherwise, it's difficult, guys. So if you save caps, even it can really be handy when you will actually utilize them at the right time. So I hope you understood what I mean, because at the earliest stage, you're gonna face weaker teams. Most of my teams I'm facing, they are weaker at the beginning, but at the end, middle and at the end, I'm gonna face giant opponents. They are gonna be super bigger than mine. So the step number 6, check or study your opponents. Now you will have to study on your opponent at the first day, not only first day, but also from first day to mid-season, middle of the season, you will have to keep checking them, because your opponents will, soon change, their percentage will change. They can be suddenly bigger as well as they spend money. They can bring some secret players from the academy, academy training, player academy training. Those hide player, they are gonna really come back, and soon the team can be bigger as well. So keep tracking your opponents, whether they are getting bigger than you, whether they are smaller or not, whether you can defeat them or whether they are regular active or not. Everything you need to understand, whether they have better goalkeeper, better striker than you. Everything you'll have to count in order to outplay them. So this is what you need to understand from the first day to mid-season, so that you can outplay them, you can perform better than them. So if your opponent is bigger, if it is gettable, if he is reachable, you can if you are reachable to him, you can train, or you can put your player in player academy. Not only player academy, but also you can play draw frenzy and other sources. You can also collect attributes and make your team so bigger. It can also be kick around or any events that can make your player bigger. You can apply those, and you can also try to reach close to your opponent. Hello managers around the world. Hello managers from my channel. Welcome back to my channel. If you're watching my